Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 2012 Shelby 1000. Now this has 1,290 horsepower, 1,048 pounds-feet of torque from its 6.2 litre supercharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 3,131 pounds, has off-road tyres, all-wheel drive and off-road suspension, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 1.473 seconds, 0 to 100 in 3.384 seconds, and gone to a top speed of 209 miles an hour. So we've only ever had one other Shelby on this series so far, which was the latest GT500, which managed a time of 1 minute 59.980. So yeah, that was incredibly quick, and yeah, by far one of the fastest muscle cars that we've had so far on this series. So I'm hoping that this can do even better, because yeah, it's got a ludicrous amount of power from its original engine. I know we got even more power out of another engine that we swapped into this for how fast will it go, but I decided to go for the original engine just to help it at the front end, because yeah, dealing with all-wheel drive and having an even larger engine with twin turbocharged chargers attached to it would not have made this the easiest of cars to turn and be agile. So yeah, sacrificed a little bit of power for a hopefully better handling. And we're certainly going to need it, because nearly 1,300 horsepower is still a hell of a lot. And yes, granted this had 920 horsepower standard, but yeah, still asking a lot from it to deal with 270 extra horsepower, especially with these conditions, the all-wheel drive system, and yeah, the extra torque on top of that. Not the best of brakes, unfortunately. And again, it does still have a hell of a lot of weight behind it. At the end of the day, this car was all about shock and awe and not being, you know, agile and lightweight. It definitely feels lighter than it did originally, because obviously we've knocked some weight out of it. Hope it's being able to use all of the power that we now have in this car. So obviously off-road conditions offer less grip than your normal tarmac. Fly across the finish line here. 178 miles an hour, which is pretty quick, and a time of 2 minutes .214. So not quite as quick as the newest GT500, but it is only a fraction of a second slower. It's really not all that far off whatsoever, and it does go straight into 15th place, beating the Hoonigan Ford Bronco, the Toyota Land Cruiser Arctic Trucks AT37, Hot Wheels 2 Jets, the Chevrolet Camaro Z28, a fellow muscle car, as well as the Pontiac Firebird, Honda NSX-R, Peugeot 205 Rally, Porsche 968 Turbo S, and the previous episode's Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. It is slightly behind though the Alfa Romeo 155Q4, the Honda Civic RS, the GT500 like I stated earlier, the Bugatti Divo and the ATS GT. So yeah, it came within a whisper of beating the GT500 and also becoming the 13th car to go below the 2 minute mark, but just off. But considering all of the extra power it's dealing with and the off-road conditions, I would have expected it to be a lot worse, and I imagine it would have been worse had we swapped the engine that we put in this for how fast will it go. So yeah, still an impressive time, and yeah, to have both the both Shelbys that we've taken on this series so far quite close together does kind of show that they're going to be a bit more consistent than say some other manufacturers. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.